show?
Yeah, I've been knowing Howard Stern since he was in D.C.
So you know
since
what
I was in my single digits.
Dave Chappelle is here. He's a real funny comic. There's Dave Chappelle, funny guy. Oh yeah, yeah, you did play Robin in that sketch.
Yeah.
I just remembered that sketch.
I seen in Montreal, man.
At one time in his life, he had to play the part of a woman.
Yeah. Only for my buddy though.
Hey, Dave, you were the guy in Nutty Professor, the first one.
With the big teeth and the hair.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize you. I guess they dialed you up so much I didn't even know that was you. You're the one who like goofs on Eddie Murphy in the audience.
Right. But I had to, man. I had to like disguise myself because I do stand up.
Right.
You don't want, you don't
want to be tagged as that guy.
Right.
Yeah, and then everybody starts doing it to you.
Right, and then everyone wants to be Buddy Love.
Right.
I mean, I walk down the street. Your mother's a bitch. Like, man, this is a movie.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, they start fighting with you and saying stuff about your mother. Right.
Yeah.
So.
He also was in that Mel Brooks film that was, the send-up of Robin Hood.
The Robin Hood, yeah. That was like one of my first ones.
Yeah.
I need the money, Howard. I've seen your mind working.
I would have done it too.
Yeah.
I understand. And what was that? What was it on MTV? You played Robin.
On MTV. Remember that? The
Elon
guy,
Gold.
Elon Gold.
Right. That was funny. You were Robin, and they put big balloons in your chest so you'd have.
Yeah.
bosom.
See, you're a hard person to parody though, like.
Right.
Especially for a dude.
Right. Here's a good.
I thought you did a good job.
All right, let's cut balloons.
Here's a joke I heard on the internet. I'm just reading this because I want to get rid of the piece of paper. I thought it was kind of witty. Years ago, 100 white men chasing one black man across a field was called the Ku Klux Klan. Today, it's called the PGA Tour.
Oh,
See? That's a little
Very
play
good,
on that.
very
Now, that's a remix of a Dick Gregory joke.
That's right. You see, it all comes back again.
See, you go back to comedy history. You know your history.
Yeah. I listen to this stuff.
By the way, Dave is 27 years old, a hot comedian on HBO.
He's really 27?
The reason I say
That's the real deal.
the reason I say he's 27 is because he grew up in Washington D.C. and when we were on the radio in Washington D.C., he remember the TV commercials we ran when we first got there, where my parents had bags over their heads.
Oh
yeah, Howard Stern's parents.
Yeah,
and bags on there. I remember.
Dave was just a little kid when he saw those.
Is that right?
He remembers
all
them.
that stuff.
Yeah. We look younger than you. That's the funny thing.
It's that showbiz, man.
That's showbiz. You live in the rough life. What do? You party a lot and everything? Are you one of those guys that is taking advantage of your newfound fame?
Nah, I can't. See, my girlfriend is pregnant. So.
Yeah, what is with that? I mean, what is that?
Why doesn't anybody have a wife anymore? It used to be my wife is pregnant.
Where did you get this girlfriend?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Is that right?
Yeah, I met her in New York.
You can't. She's not a white chick, is she?
No.
That would look bad. Eddie Murphy and all them would.
No. She's Filipino, which is like neutral.
Oh, Filipino.
Yeah, that's neutral.
Oh, that's almost a white woman.
No, that's neutral. They the black Asians.
That's when you want a white woman, but you say, I'll go over here.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
Filipino from Brooklyn, man. That's like.
Does she speak English?
Yeah, she don't speak Tagalog. She speak only English.
That's not one of those girls you sent over from
You didn't buy her.
the Philippines. You pay her father.
Buy her from a magazine.
No, I didn't order her out there, man. That's Saganese whores.
Let me ask you a couple questions though. But when you work with Eddie Murphy, did he want to show you his feet or see your feet? Remember this?
Oh man.
You think that's all bull?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Eddie's cool, man. He was cool with me.
He was.
He just low key on the set.
Right.
But you gotta understand, man, I don't hang out with Hollywood people. I just work.
Oh, I don't believe that.
No, I'm serious. I just work there.
You do not have any famous friends. Eddie Murphy did not
You've
pal
been
around.
over to the
I wouldn't
house?
say. Nah, I've never
You're
been
not
to
part
any
of a rat
famous
pack?
Famous dudes. I don't go to their houses. I don't.
Tupac, did you know him at all?
I'd see him out. I'd see him around.
Didn't were you involved in some kind of gunfight? Like in other words, you were
Gunfight?
you were working in a club and then Tupac got involved in a gunfight.
At the Comedy Store.
Right.
At the Comedy Store. Eddie Griffin was on stage. I don't know what happened. Because I was upstairs. You know how the Comedy Store got 3 rooms. I'm upstairs. And then people just started running up. So we were like, what's going on down there? And we went down there. And it was like a all-out old Western bar fight. I seen Tupac throwing chairs. The Tretch was whipping somebody. And then there was a stampede. It was like you either fighting or running. And then the cops pulled up and they shot up the police car. Not the rappers, but just the crowd.
Right.
It was at a comedy club.
It was like the OK Corral.
Yeah, it's the new deal, man.
And you're just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Right. So it becomes dangerous. Tupac, wherever he went, there was trouble.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. You never know in L.A. who started what. L.A. is crazy like that.
Yeah, right. So you try to just stay out of that. You don't get involved in gang warfare. You didn't grow up with gangs and things like that.
I don't want Mike talking about me. I keep it low key.
Right. I understand that. But you must be disappointed in the new Nutty Professor. You weren't in that one. The Clumps. They didn't put you in that movie.
Eddie played everything in that.
Right. He
He didn't need anybody else.
Yeah, I couldn't get in there.
Right.
It was like Eddie Murphy and Janet Jackson. And
Right. Now, you started a comedy at a young age. At 15, you took a bus up to the Apollo Theater to perform, right? That was your first experience in show business.
yes.
And you got booed off the stage.
I was booed. They booed me like I was white.
Like you were a white man. You were booed like a white man.
I'm just kidding.
No,
Oh,
that's
come
true,
on,
though.
guys.
A lot of white guys go up there
Yeah,
and do get booed
they
off.
get ready to boo the white guy.
That's right. You have to work extra hard if you're white at the Apollo Theater. So
Yeah,
you thought it was
yeah.
a lock. You're a black man. You're going to tell a few jokes.
But how would you start off at the Apollo?
It went bad from the get.
Right. So then what did you do? You didn't give up. You didn't say, hey, I'm horrible. You went and you started working these small comedy clubs?
Yeah. Well, see, getting booed off stage was good for you.
Right. It
A lot
knocked
of
some
comedians,
sense.
a lot of comedians get scared to bomb. They don't take no chances after that.
Right.
But if you bomb that bad, you're like, man, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you can just do whatever.
I can live through that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody screaming up there, hey, kids booing you, everybody.
And what are you going to do when this baby is born? Are you going to
Are you
marry
marrying this,
Filipino
girl?
gal?
See, this is a good question.
Does she want to get
actually,
married?
Yeah, we got plans on getting married.
You're in love?
Yeah, man.
And you don't look at other women?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a man. I'm going to look at other women
But you're
sometime.
willing to, for the rest of your life, not have sex?
No, he's probably like you.
See, I can't think about
What,
it.
he's going to get divorced?
It's the private part. Let me ask you this. Do you think you would have made it being single? Now, think about this for real. Do you think you would have made it being a single man?
Well, gee, I would like to think that I had some talent and that perhaps I would have made it.
But talent,
you like to think
talent
that.
and focus are two different things.
I hear what
right.
you're saying. I don't
Talent
think
and
I would have.
focus.
I don't think I would have been as focused. You're right.
In fact, Chris Rock credits his marriage with his superstardom.
That's not what
You
he
know-
told me.
No. Right here on this stage, he
I don't
said.
care what he said in public.
He said the reason he wasn't very funny on Saturday Night Live
Right.
was because he was busy.
Yeah, well, he's had time to rethink that whole stance.
Yeah, going out kills it, man. Going
Right,
out,
it does.
you
Well,
can't-
I got to tell you though, even though I'm single now, every night during the week I live like a monk.
That's not true.
I'm focused. I
hear
don't
that
go out.
That's not true.
I do not go out
Well,
there.
you're single with
You can hear
married
whatever you
man
want.
habits. You're single with married man
Yes, I
habits.
am. That
And
is-
you know, Mike. You know what's out there.
Right. I know.
You know,
I know
the
what's going
booty's-
on.
The booty's a booby trap now.
It is. It is.
It's the
It's
booty
not
trap.
safe out
It
there.
could throw off your focus, and also, you could get a lot of different things. So you're saying that you would just stay focused and get married to this Filipino girl,
Yes,
and that's going to be your life,
that's going to be my ticket. You got to think of these women like frequent flyer miles.
right?
You know what I mean? Now, if you're doing nice things for this girl, nice things for that girl, it never adds up. You got to get all your miles on one airline. You know what I mean?
That's one way to think of
Yeah,
it.
that's-
Never looked at it that way.
Yeah, the other girls, there's nothing to it, man.
Now you had a chance at superstardom. Fox gave you a television deal. You developed a sitcom for them, and you walked away from the whole thing because they wanted to change one of the characters to a white person.
Yeah, not one. There was a woman I was living with in the show.
Oh, they were going to give you a white woman to live
Yeah,
with.
now who wants to see me? Even the Jewish lady in Mississippi don't want to see me live with no white woman.
That's a sure
on
turnoff.
television. Yeah,
You knew that was a bad idea.
In other words, they were going to make it an interracial show, make it all about interracial marriage or something.
nah, because it wasn't like I was married to the girl on the show.
You were roommates?
Were you?
Yeah, it was a thing like a guy comes to the city and he got to live with.
Was she hot, the woman?
She was cool. Yeah.
Who was the
Tracy-
white woman?
The white woman never got a chance. I quit.
Who was the black
she
woman?
was never cast.
It was Tracy Villar.
Was she a
know.
Playboy Playmate?
Nah, she's acting.
Was she fine?
Yeah, she's cute.
Nice ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice
all right.
ass.
So, and then when they wanted to replace her with a white woman, you stood up to them and said, "No way."
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
That was it.
Yeah, I mean, because what's going to happen is just by bringing it up. If I do it, I don't get the show I want. If I don't do it,
But wouldn't you have been embarrassed if your friend saw you on a TV show with a white woman? It would not.
I could never go to a barbershop again.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah, you can't live with a white woman.
Right, and you're working hard. I mean, you really you hardly vacation, right? You don't even vacation.
Well, I went on one vacation this year. It took me a while to figure out where I wanted to go. I wanted to go someplace different. I was going to go to Cuba at first.
Cuba?
Well, I met this girl, man. I asked her what is it like in Cuba, and she's like, "Oh, the people in my country are so poor. I know women who have sex with men just for chocolate."
So it seemed like a good place to
Yeah,
go.
I booked tickets for the day after Halloween. I'm going
So you
Cuba
have
with
lots
a
of
bag.
By the
of
way,
candy.
the Philippines is a lot like that too.
Oh, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's why you got that
But
woman.
she's from Brooklyn.
And you guys live in Brooklyn now?
Nah, I'm living in Ohio.
You live in Ohio?
Well, that's a commute.
I got a farm. I got a 65-acre farm.
You are kidding me.
I'm staying away from Mike, man.
What is that about?
What is it about? I got 30 acres of cropland. I open my window and this white dude's raking everywhere. I can't get enough.
You like that?
Yeah, it's quiet out there, man. You know. I mean, I'm always in New York, L.A., and then I'm always traveling on the road. I get like 3-4 days a week.
And you live out on this farm?
Yeah, I just chill out, man. Watch cable, listen to radio.
And someone told me you study a lot, like you're a scholar or something. You study history.
Yeah, from television.
Right.
I saw a thing about Hitler on something.
Oh, you watch the History Channel.
Oh, the History Channel. You don't study history.
That's nothing.
You're just watching the History Channel.
I get the Cliff Notes, man.
Every channel, everything.
The all Hitler channel.
Well, everything in the history. The only thing in history is Hitler.
That's the only
interesting thing.
That was a bad dude to walk the earth.
What did you think of him?
Hitler? Well,
Yeah.
he killed 6 million Jewish people. I think it's safe to say he did not like Jews.
Right. You could say that.
I think it's a fair assumption that he didn't like blacks, although we didn't really make his speeches.
That's right.
Yeah, but he never put black people in concentration camps.
No, he didn't. So maybe he's all right for you.
Nah, I doubt that. Do you think he could?
I don't think he would have liked black people.
No, the black people would have went straight to the ovens.
Yeah. You know, all you gotta do is put a DJ in the camp and hand out flyers.
You don't.
Something's going on at the camp.
You don't need concentration to know the black people would have been marched right in.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to concentrate. But, so I think Hitler would have been... The only thing good you could say about Hitler is he really could get people to march. I mean, some of those marches were unbelievable.
And he made a nice uniform.
He was crazy, man. He had syphilis.
Did he really?
That's what they say. They say that syphilis was eating Hitler's brains up.
Well, is that an excuse?
Oh, he was okay until the syphilis got to him.
He was a painter. He was a painter until he got syphilis.
That guy's insane.
It was the syphilis.
In a way, you're smart to live out in Ohio because, in the black community, there's a lot of trouble with the police and things like this. And out in Ohio, you probably never have to call 911.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them. I mean, black people don't call police, man.
They don't?
I would say that's a white thing. You can get shot and you'll call a friend before you call the 911.
Really?
Yeah, man. Well, see, it's different than like white people call the police for anything. Hello, police. My neighbor's music is too loud. All this stuff.
Right.
I never call the police.
Never.
They tape the phone calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want something bad to happen to me. They play my 911 tape on the news. I say anything.
Right.
If I'm scared.
Right.
I don't want to have to explain myself to my buddies.
Yeah, you sound like a real pussy.
Yeah.
Right.
You gonna cry and
crying.
Look at what's a figure skater's husband. And she beat up her husband, and he called.
Tanya Harding?
Help, she's beating me. You know how much trouble man got beat and to make a telephone call like that?
Right. Well, anyway, so here you are. You're living in Ohio. You got the HBO special. Looks like your career is focused.
Yeah,
Maybe it's smart you're getting married.
You took the Filipino girl to Ohio.
She likes it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, those Filipinos love Ohio.
Love a fun.
Yeah, that's why they come to this country, so they can live in Ohio.
Oh.
And you're going to have the kids soon, and then you're gonna be
Do you know if it's a girl or a boy?
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm not supposed to say.
Is that right?
I'm not supposed to talk about
Are you
it.
going to be one of those parents that lets your kids watch anything on TV, go on the internet and all that? Or?
Hell no. I mean, listen, man. I used to watch a lot of TV growing up, but it's detrimental. You ever watch like a cartoon you used to watch as an adult?
Yes.
Like the Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah.
He's a funny guy, right?
Right. I always liked Pepe Le Pew.
And then you watch him as an adult, and you're like, good God, what kind of rapist is this guy?
He's a rapist.
Take it easy, Pepe. Put the booty down. You don't like it.
He actually sexually harassed all the other skunks.
Every skunk.
Every skunk. So you're going to let the kids watch whatever they want?
No.
No.
You would not.
I ain't going to keep. I'll watch TV in the other room. I ain't gonna.
And this is a dream now for you because you grew up in Washington, D.C. That's a poor neighborhood, right?
Yeah, but see, I didn't grow up in like the hood, end quote.
Right.
You know what I mean? I went to the ghetto a few times. One time I went with a white friend of mine.
You wanted to see the ghetto?
Yeah, we was buying some weed, but
right. Field trip.
Yeah, he was scared of it. Oh my God, Dave, is this area cool? Like, man, I'm scared too. It's a ghetto.
What do you want from me?
I see the same thing you see. Just because I'm black doesn't mean I'm comfortable here. It's dangerous.
Not every black man is comfortable in the ghetto.
Nah,
I don't think any black.
Yeah, I don't think the people that live in the ghetto are comfortable there.
Got any sense?
That's some circumstances.
So white people just would assume you could be the tour guide through the ghetto and they'd be safe.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see on Clarence Thomas in the hood. Like,
right.
I'm completely accepted here.
Right, exactly. Well, Dave, I look forward to your HBO comedy special. I think you're funny as hell.
Man, thanks for having me, guys. Good to see you again, Jack.
And good luck with that foreign chick. I hope things working.
She's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's about as foreign as it gets.
So how did everything go in there, Dave?
It was cool, man.
It wasn't that painful?
Nah, I've done radio before, but never like this, man. I didn't know what to expect, but it was real cool.
All right, Dave, thanks for coming down.
You guys, thanks for having me.
Good luck with the HBO special.
Hey, thanks. Everybody watch my special if you get a chance.
All right.
Me and my family,
What's the
thanks.
name of your special?
It's called Killing Them Softly, which speaks of the cadence of it. You know, if a comic does good, he says, I killed him. So I'm killing them softly.